Welcome back to the Blog Hub Point YouTube channel. In this video, we will explore the CSS border radius property, which is commonly used to create rounded corners and various shapes for containers. This property is widely employed to enhance the visual appeal of elements and design layouts for different purposes. I have already created a div element with internal CSS styling. I've applied the border radius to that div. The border radius value is similar to margin and padding, but the result is different. Let's start by understanding how it works with a single border or full border radius. First, write the style attribute, then add the border radius property, followed by the colon, and set its value with a unit, for example, 10px. When you view it in the browser, the element will display with all corners rounded. You can increase the unit value as needed, for instance, 40px, to create more rounded corners and change the shape of the element. The border radius is used with a single value when all corners have the same shape. However, if the corners need to be different, we use multiple values for the border radius as required. For example, we can use two values. First, write the div element, then add the style attribute. After that, use the border radius property and set its values to 10px and 20px. When you view this in the browser, you'll notice that the rounded corner sizes are different. Let's understand the logic. When you set 10px, it affects the top left and bottom right corners. When you set 20px, it changes the shape of the top right and bottom left corners. Next, we see the border radius with three values. We create a div, add a style attribute, and set the border radius to 10, 20, and 30 pixels. When you view it in the browser, you'll notice a different shape for each corner. The top left corner has a 10-pixel curve, the top right and bottom left corners both have a 20-pixel curve, and the bottom right corner has a 30-pixel curve. This creates a unique and varied look for each corner of the div. Next, we see the border radius used with four values. We use four values when each corner has a different shape. First, we write the div element, then add the style attribute and apply the border radius property. After setting the four values, 10px, 20px, 40px, and 30px, the browser shows each corner with a different shape. The top left corner is rounded with a small 10px curve, the top right has a 20px curve, the bottom right corner has a 40px curve, and the bottom left corner is rounded with a 30px curve. Each corner looks unique. Let's understand border radius with individual border properties for each corner, which helps make the concept clearer. First, create a div and check it in the browser. Then, add the style attribute. Now we change the top left corner radius. To do this, we write the property border top left radius and set its value to 40px. When you check it in the browser, you'll see that the top left corner has a nice rounded curve. Next, for the top right corner, we write the border top right radius property and set it to 10px. This will give the top right corner a smaller rounded curve. Now let's move to the bottom left corner. We write border bottom left radius and set it to 10px. This makes the bottom left corner look similar to the top right corner. Then we change the bottom left corner value from 10px to 20px. When you view it in the browser, you'll notice that the bottom left corner becomes more rounded than the top right corner. Finally, we adjust the bottom right corner. We write the border bottom right radius property and set it to 30px. When you check it in the browser, you'll see a different curve on the bottom right corner. Now, all four corners have their own unique shapes, showing how each individual border property creates a different curve for each corner. We can also use the border radius property to create different types of shapes. For example, to make a circle, we start with a div element, apply the style attribute, and set the border radius to 50%. This turns the element into a circle. The reason it works is that when the height and width are 200px, the 50% border radius value makes the radius half of those dimensions, creating a circle. You can also get the same result by directly setting the radius to 100px, which is half the height and width. This is the basic concept of border radius that you can learn in just 5 minutes. You can also use this property with buttons, images, and other HTML elements as a prerequisite. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share the video.